Salut, I am Peach, still in the Philippines, around Nara town in Palawan, a little town surrounded by forest, farms, mountains, and the ocean. I knew that here, maybe I could have a chance to photograph a critically endangered bird that is endemic to the Philippines, the red-vented cockatoo, also known as the Philippine cockatoo and locally Katala, Abukai, Agay, or Kalangay. There is less than 1,000 individuals left because, the human species is not very smart. 1 year ago, while doing a little video in a mangrove, I saw a group of Katala flying over me. I have a couple of photos, but from more than 100 meters away. This photo is already cropped. If I zoom, you can see that this is a cockatoo, but there is not much details left. Since I am in Nara, 3 months now, most of the time I take that little bag with me with a different camera and lens, depending on the light available and depending on the weather. And I had that Canon R7 with the RF100-500 that day when a single red-vented cockatoo landed on a tree near the beach, actually close to my room. He did not see me approaching, he was behind a bunch of leaves, and suddenly he showed his head. A few seconds later, he flew away in the best direction possible toward and over me. I was able to take 4 photos before losing it. And then I took a couple of photos of it flying away along the shore. This first photo is probably the one with the sharpest head. I was on C1 with my bird in flight default setting auto ISO f7.1 and shutter speed 1/1600th of a second, which as you can see is just okay. However, I think 1/3000th of a second would have been a lot better, of course. On the second photo, the feet are sharper and the head, sadly, is not really good enough if you zoom in a little bit. On the third photo, we have the left wing that is a bit sharper, but the rest is blurry. And on the last picture, it's all a blurry mess. So after a bit of editing, this is the new best photo I have of the Philippine cockatoo. Since you are still here, let me share with you a few more. Yesterday I went out with my Sony a6700 and my Sony FA90mm f2.8G OSS macro. I really like that combo. I use it a lot to film macro stuff like that giant locust, but that lens is very good for portrait as well. Yesterday I saw those very newborn baby goats in the middle of the road, so I made a little video. Isn't it super cute? This is handheld very close to the ground. Look at that, very nice stabilization. Then I took this photo. Look at that amount of details you get with that 26 megapixel camera, coupled with this 10 years old lens. I really like that combo. I have to add that picture as a souvenir. I was doing macro videos and those students asked me to photograph them just for the fun of posing and being photographed. Of course I was at f14 because I didn't check my settings, but it's still cool. At least they were very happy at the result when looking at the LCD screen of my camera. Sometimes I put the Fujifilm X-T5 in my bag, but I will not bore you with landscape. Okay, maybe just 2 recent photos.